this again. Void woken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn. They made it to shore. Into the dark with you. I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. The face is familiar. What's left of it? He was aboard the ship.
Another giant. My word, this blasted...
What's that?
Yes, I did see how it made short work of the great acorn, sir. But that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forests. What? Dear me, have you... Oh, I see. You cunning devil, Quercus. Of course, we need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe. Egad! It speaks our tongue, Quercus! Hush before... What do you mean a good time for introductions? You know full well who I am, you silly old cat. The great Solora, grandest of the... Oh, introduce myself... No, we will have the giant Now, onwards! Oh, how pensively our... Dear me! Speak! Shield! What are your queries? A giant body, but no Surely, even the tall folk know that Rivellon was bare before the great acorn fell from above, beautiful and perfect until they carved the Irwood up, and the forests shrank and... But someday, the great acorn will fall again. The forests will be Oh, Quercus, it wants answers. What tree did the great acorn fall from? Where did that tree come from, if not a greater acorn? Could you build it? Some questions have no answer. The great acorn will come. It will destroy the world, and squirrels will... What do you say, Quercus? We once built... No, quite right. As terrible as the giant. Rather, we must find a way to live together in peace.
Solora stops short, then shakes...
Squirrels change, don't they, Quercus? Priorities.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist.
Yes, I imagine you do. You're made of sterner stuff. Chances are I wouldn't have survived the ship. You have...
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less...
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that. Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over...
He sighs, dramatic.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? White. Which goes for the dry parts round here too.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. Yes, but these weren't castles in the sky, were they? Quite obviously, I was musing over the very...
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply...
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Oh, may the seventh... I am the Red Prince. Of course you...
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent...
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne, then by all means.
He watches you depart without another word.
A black cat. Maybe my luck is about to change.
Seems we're not the only ones taking on
The cat's
strain.
eyes are clouded and grey.
What? How did I... What? No, that can't be. I can't... Huh? Yeah, fine.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus. The cat's eyes are clouded.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer. I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them. 1, 2, long dead of the crew. 3, 4, pretty shells on the shore.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day. We already...
Alexander.
Magister, stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escaping.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious,
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Stay silent, you!
Bishop Alexander looks up at the sound of your voice, curiosity on his face. Recognition seems... Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, as the fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it... Dallas?
Yes, your holy... What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere. Where is he? He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling.
Bugger. How on earth am I so...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as... Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. Why, it's face, of course. What other use would I... A face that seems rather stubbornly attached. I would normally employ a tool to... I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard.
Because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of being chased across Rivellon by... Oh, get... You are simple beasts. And you simply do not like my... So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Oh, please. It is far too No, but once I have and then I can return to finding my people. I cannot be the last attempt, at least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers. Yes, yes. Do by which I mean shout loudly. I do not...
I've spotted something. I need a shovel. his likeness in stone is a fool in my book.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angle.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings...
The child screws up his face and...
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy. No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out. They're gone now. Their Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home. But you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see. I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere is...
The cat's eyes are closed.
Saw him, didn't you? The Hammer and Alexander. They gave that scaly traitor what for, they did. Missed quite the scene. The bishop burst into quite the bloody mess, she did. Bishop's the son of the dead divine. Don't know when we'll get a new one, but Alexander's looking after us, and the Hammer's a solid sort. Don't take no guff and don't stand for no idling. During the time of Lucian, of course. Who wouldn't join up with God himself? He was up when we lost him. Well, it only made sense to see his will through.
Did you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close, almost within arm's reach.
Where is he?
A traitor cannot be murdered. A traitor can only receive their due. The divine order's all that stands between everything you see and avoid Woken's throat. Believe it or don't. The divine order doesn't need our loyalty.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
A fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers up. You hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya? Aye, she needs help, but none that I can give. Mad as a cooker, that one, and twice as loud. Distraught don't even begin to cover it. She's hollering after that child of hers, killed by a void woken she was. Been dead and buried for a month now, and there ain't no amount of hollering.
Mummy's right here. Where are you? Please, please, you must help me. No one here will... She was here. I'm sick with worry. Completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her. Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the doll and tell her, Mummy says this is for her little chicken.
She soaks up a steady...
She ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to... You are an angel.
Who presideth over us all.
I don't think I ain't watching.
Mummy's
That's
right
your
here.
fifth blue just
Where
in
are
his
you?
throat.
She's gone, Farah. Gone!
Grabby, you gobblers, the both of you!
Don't like the game stops.
Where is he?
Farah.
She ain't coming back.
You there? I'm looking for an inmate. He wears a large bronze ring with a dragon. Have you seen him? None of your business, inmate. Find me. Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
She's gone, Farah. Gone. I call court. Pay out.
Looky, looky here, mates. A fresh face. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? Chuff to you, chick.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Quite the hand, Freshy. Unfortunately, 2 is less than 5, and that's how many purples I've got. I reckon that makes me the winner. I'll be having your fee then. Just my bit of fun, Sharpie. I'm sure the Reds told you, no one gets along without paying the interment fee. So, let's make this easy. Empty your pockets. Well, you've heard of it now, ain't ya? Go on then, Freshy. Turn 'em out. Lone wolf, eh? If you lot are as fearsome as they say, how'd you...
Ralvo looks you up and...
You know what? I'm in a good mood. Take a hike, Freshy.
Greetings, child. I find myself in your so-called divine lands, yet I feel his absence deep in my heart all the same. You may feel like an inmate here, but you and your captors are the same stuff, in race and customs, if not heart. You'll see what a difference that can make.
A little respect for Griff's right hand, Topsy girl.
Right hand, my winker. Fellas got my right hand
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can... As she catches sight of you, recognition flashes in her...
Ben Mest, Ifan, Ben Mest, you killed them! You killed them! He killed them all! Murderer! Keep him away from me! Help! Somebody! Keep him! Guards! Guard!
No, just because the pair of you are filthy cheating
Keep that monster bedmast away from me.
Oh, 10 pots of mead. 1,000 pots of dust. Ho ho! Ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? They're all I got left after your buddies were through with me. That's so. Huh. You look just like them. But then again, I never was the best at telling your...
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? It's just, I've a proposition. Something very worth knowing. In that case, listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast. You would be too if you'd been here as long as I have. In fact, you should be nervous if you're here at all. I know what they have planned. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get... I have a way out of here. It won't be easy. Are you interested? Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance, boy. Who wouldn't? The plan's simple. Completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use. There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out of this place. Then I can use my spell to free you in turn. This item, though, it's in quite an unfortunate location. It's found its way into a nest of crocodilians on a secluded beach nearby. Here, give me a map and I'll show you where to go. I'm glad you're of such a mind. Get that artifact, and you and I are as good as...
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend!
Hey, I know...
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiasm.
Back then, I was... Madame Iffen Ben Mez. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? I saw you fall. We all... When we get out of this place, So you managed to swim to safety, is that it? What about when you were in the water? Didn't hear anything unusual, did you? No. I mean, not more unusual than usual. It's just, I thought...
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains. She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours. Light suddenly flashes back into her face.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Wait, don't go. I know that was weird. It's just... I'm just a bit, well, put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out, like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Feels like just one, strangely enough. Big one, though. Don't know its name. So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? I would so. You want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. Who said anything about otherworldly? Demons and brain ghosts are just as it does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick. Lately, I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be? Don't know if you could tell, but mysticism's kinda my speciality. Let's get into the nitty-gritty while we're at it. What sort of magic are you interested in? sounds fine. So we're good to... Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought.
Come on.
This is not your business, Long Pig.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share. Pay up, Elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Everyone in camp's got to contribute.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
Runs the kitchen. Means he runs me, you, and everyone. You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing. Now come on, Elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
Why, yes. Of course I am.
Hello, Dee. I would. And Paler.
He shifts uncomfortably.
Ah, get out of here, will ya?
The elf smiles and bows.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay the law down on that elf. Why do you want to help one of them? You watch yourself.
Little reprieve from the din outside.
You're cheating! I feel it.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf. To be vulnerable in a place like this is tough. You may keep your shame for yourself. It is not wrong to walk in the camp. It is wrong to assault one walking. Only your kind does not see the difference. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute. I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. Through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs are... Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a... Thank you.
Whoever kills the other is the boss! Wait, I call a timeout! You're cheating! A human? You stink. Manners are for humans. I'm an ancient. Whack! Back, evil ogre, or I'll get you with my sword! I'll spare you this time, beast, but don't cry. You're really fun. Hey, I'm gonna... Ready? Go! I know they help.
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Your kind I handle, but small ones. You know what they do? They play a game called Scream. In this game, they...
Boring. Junk. Something isn't right here. Could be an ambush.
place, Pinky. Military, are you? Be at ease here.
The soldier stands to attention.
I feel him, but I do not see him.
The dog focuses at the cat at your feet.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? Wait, look at that. Just for that old poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Don't lucky you came out of it at all. Plenty of folks around have hit.
Out my face.
The man sleeps so deeply. The man sleeps so deeply.
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost now. A little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time. Maybe I unscrew your lid and poke about inside and set your memory straight. Would that please you? Can you not remember now? Where does...
fading. I need aid! I need aid! Healing!
Read it for me.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with... She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away. And you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. She freezes under your stare for a moment, then whirls and grabs you in a stranglehold.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, so I can decide your fate here and now. But you did. And now the table...
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still... Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond feet.
Let me tell you, once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, but now I'm free. Of sorts. I intend to raise the subject with him.
She drives the needle in deep.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me, Mark. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your...
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen... Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? I will. And so you seek to escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided dears around here would argue such a thing is impossible. Well played. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'm not quite sure the weather will...
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from...
Let's discuss our respect. You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. As a rogue, my speciality is stealth. The quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. My grace and finesse could make a cat's fur go green with envy. Go on, give me the details. Suits me fine. Lead on, or then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of...
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. So tell me. Tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. Power. An old and power comes from strength, and strength comes from growth. These seeds sprout. So does the iron in your spine. I give my word. It is nothing. Many fragments swell and... Cowrie, cockle, clam...
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems...
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry too much if you have a heart. You here alone?
She gives you a look.
You keep them friends of yours close, eh? Some of it. Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. Used to be I had a family. A husband. And then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe even Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name. Waiting.
Her eyes sparkle.
Kind of you to ask. Stefan. He was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wit.
She talks for some time about birthdays, about Felix's. Joy radiates from her as she...
What a gift to think of them. I'd like to give something to you, too. Take care of yourself.
I'm waiting for someone, and it ain't... Stay clear. This is between me and the red... Stay clear. This is between...
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood, nailed to the sky.
Eh? Oh, that. I won't reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Bravery on the high sea. Now, if you look...
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms.
Bleeding nail must be... Go on.
You grab the plank and pull.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you.
For your trouble. I suppose it were a fool's errand thinking I could make...
He sucks a finger.
Winds like these. She would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look.
Aye. Was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of... That's the spirit.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast.
Well, there's a new one. Hawk of the high seas, eh? I like it. I'll tell you when you're older. Anyhow, we're a team now, so that let's get down to brass. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. I've more muscle than... Come on, kid, we haven't got all day. I've more muscle in an inch than most have got in a mile. What do you have in mind in particular? Then it's settled. Capital! Well, that's that. Not drawing many winning cards.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
If we have different paths...
Hello, coloured like a dog. A very pink, very long dog. I'd pity you, but Shepard the Ineffable has no patience for weakness. I'd like to see you try, meatbag. Sure, caught us through me like a tidal wave, ready to break over your pathetic. This power is my birthright, same as yours. But one of us has grown to a sorcerer's dance, while magisters pull the strings. Fools all! Their tomfoolery won't save them from the destruction the void shall wreak upon them. But of course, they'll happily dump your maggot-ridden corpse into the sea when they're through with you. Ha! Of course.
You see, he likes it big and strong. Pulls it out all silly ideas.
glory is mine.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal,
And what you after? Get bent.
a grin cracks.
Sure thing. I ain't. Just seeing how it's made.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Nothing of mine needs testing. Pale Walk found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the order, she started, oh, I don't know. She was a sweet soul, quiet, loved her family. People do change.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's...
So, what's the news? Well, I certainly got lucky with you, didn't I? The way out's not... Give me your map. I'll show you where to go. And hurry, not...
She's gone, Farah. Gone!
Come. This way, in the back. Follow me.
You again? Can't you see I'm...
He lifts the corpse.
It could be worse. Although they could... Yes. Do by which I mean...
Quickly now. Come along. Perfect. Now, teleport me down to the ledge behind me near the tree stump. I'll bring you right after. Oh, we're almost free. Can you taste the... Come towards me. I'll teleport you down. I just need to see you clearly. Come close to the edge as you can, friend. Simply perfect. Now, teleport me to that mossy rock across the gulch, just by the torch. We're almost there. Even the air smells better here above that pit. Thanks for the help, and good luck getting yourself out.
Looks like it's just you and me, Stumply. There's no way off. There better be enough wood in that stump to make a ladder. I wasn't prepared for that. What now?
Got a good reason for barging into a private room, buddy. Ow! You must be mad. Head out one way, you're back in the joy among the rabble. Head out and... got no reason to scramble out. Before you go, you haven't met a particular fella here, have you? Tall, black beard, intense way of looking at you. Punch up for metaphor? Wouldn't be surprised if you'd met him before. Half of me's afraid he's gonna try and... Anyhow, thanks and good luck, I guess. Though... How many was it, Del? How many of them did you let go?
I...
Go on, speak! That's why you're here, isn't it?
It isn't right.
All right, Del. Isn't right to save the entire realm from divine, damned chaos?
Please.
Gods know how much blood you have on your hands now. You can't let them go. This is our only hope against the Voidwoke. I ought to feed you to my hounds for this treachery.
Fastened tight.
Look at you, all enthusiastic and everything.
Our shield speaks, Quercus. Prick up, ask away, shield. A giant body, surely beautiful, but someday. Indeed.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small... The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes.
There are monsters here. Lizard ones and real ones. Master was a lizard. She sent us here. It's their fault I'll never see Ma and Pa again.
Go! Get out! You are not welcome here.
Go, man-pig!
She eyes you suspiciously.
Please. Please.
Can you feel it? Can you feel the darkness approaching? Does it cast a long shadow on you? It threatens to
What's happening to these turtles? They're transforming. Swallowed too much seawater by the looks of him.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
workers! Put some space between us and this lunatic! Aye, the giant takes notice of its charges.